The land of the giants.
Liam
I'll
especially.
stand over here.
You can take your mask off when you're speaking.
Okay.
So, is everyone ready? Okay. Good afternoon and welcome to beautiful Chestnut Ridge Park and the town of Orchard Park, the crown jewel of the Erie County Park System, as we are here today to announce the return of Santaland to Chestnut Ridge Park, but in a slightly different format than what people have remembered in the past. I want to thank Joan Blum from Deaf Access Services for providing the American Sign Language to those who may be watching at home who have a hearing impairment. We are also joined by our Commissioner of Parks, Troy Schinzel, the legislator for this area, John Mills. We also are joined by Kristen Welch from the Town of Orchard Park Recreation Department, as this is a joint effort between the Erie County Department of Parks as well as the Town of Orchard Park Recreation Department. And of course, we're joined by the big jolly elf himself, Santa Claus. So it's always good to have Santa in town. As most know, last year Santaland as well as Winterfest had to be canceled due to the effect of COVID-19. We felt it was very important that we brought back Santaland this year. Santa said it was very important to bring back Santaland this year, but we knew we couldn't do it exactly as we have done in years past. Because of the issues associated with COVID-19, the high risk of transmission that our region is currently in, and of course what we're seeing in our region with lots of new cases on a daily basis. We understand that Santaland is a time-honored tradition that goes back many decades to before many of us were even born, and we want the families of Erie County to experience Santaland, but this year we had to do it differently. So this year, Santaland will be a drive-through adventure this Saturday, December 11th, from, I believe, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I see the commissioner nodding behind and the deputy commissioner nodding, so I got that one right. So I got something right there, Santa Claus. Please remember that. We believe it is important for our public to enjoy the Christmas season, and Santaland is one of those great activities that we have on an annual basis. So I want to thank our friends with the Town of Orchard Park Recreation Department, as well as the Erie County Parks Department and all the sponsors who you'll hear from described a little later, who've helped to put on Santaland this year in a different format than we've seen in years past. People will enter the park on the Newton Road entrance. They will not enter through the main entrance. And they will drive through a number of stations that will be available all the way to the top of the park in the back here on the east side, in which they'll have an opportunity to drive past and deliver to Santa's helpers their Christmas list and say hi to Santa Claus in a safe environment. We did not want to bring hundreds and, truthfully, in various years, thousands of individuals together here at the Chestnut Ridge Casino, as well as the other buildings, in what is really a difficult time for our region. So we wanted to create a nice adventure for the community, as well as for Santa Claus to enjoy and hear directly from the children of Western New York. So we have a drive-through adventure in which there are stations. The weather is not looking very Christmas-like, unfortunately, this weekend. It's going to be warm, chance for rain. Many of these stations will be in covered areas. If there are ones that, unfortunately, due to rain, that we have to cancel, we will cancel some of the stations. But Santa Claus will be here all day Saturday to greet the families of Western New York as they drive through. So I'd like to turn it over to our Parks Commissioner, Troy Schinzel, to talk a little bit more about Santaland and the importance of it to the community and why it matters that we're putting on Santaland this year, even in this difficult time with COVID-19. So, Commissioner?
Thank you. Thank you. And as Mark said, it was important for us to offer Santaland once again. Obviously, Chestnut Ridge and Santaland go hand in hand. It's one of our premier special events, not made possible without our good friends at Orchard Park Recreation. working together, we brainstormed how can we offer this great event in just a different format for the people of Erie County and Western New York. It's a free event, and we came up with the drive-through concept. We think it's going to be fun. Obviously, the weather, to Mark's point, is not looking very winter-esque, but we think no matter what, the show must go on. Santa will be here. Many of the activities will still be going on. We have free giveaways. We have our Bureau of Forestry here. We have some vendors. We'll be selling hot chocolate and kettle corn. So there's several different aspects you can see here on the map. I just want to be crystal clear that everyone will be entering Newton Road. For those that come to Chestnut Ridge on a daily basis, there'll be some changes. The parking lots will be closed, so we're able to line and format the park so we can safely run this event. Again, it's from 10 to 4 this Saturday. We're looking forward to it. I got to thank a few people. I got to thank my Deputy Commissioner of Recreation, Jimbo James McDonald, who's been working with Orchard Park and just changing everything that we've known Santaland to be for decades to this new format. We think it's going to be extremely successful. I want to thank our park rangers who will be here that day. I want to thank the Erie County Sheriffs. With this new format, we know there's going to be some parking and traffic, I guess, issues, for lack of better terms, and they're assisting us with that as well. So a lot of partners. That's what it always is with Santaland and Winterfest. It's a lot of partners to make a great activity and a great event here at Chestnut Ridge Park. So we're excited. We're excited. Come on out. Be patient with us. It's about a mile and a half once you hit the casino up through the park. There's different parts of the park we decorated accordingly. Santaland will actually be up there as well. We'll have Let's Go Buffalo here. We'll have Erie County Sheriff's Mounted Patrol here. So a lot of different activities happening that day we're excited to have. So I just want to say come on out. We look forward to seeing everyone, and thanks for being patient and enjoying Santaland what it is in 2021. So thank you very much, and I'll turn it over to the legislator of this district, Legislator John Mills.
Thank you, Troy, and good afternoon. I was here, started my legislative career, so to speak, in 2006, and I can assure you this place was a mess. The parks were a mess, including Chestnut Ridge, and this casino was a mess. And over the years, investment by the county has brought this back to a beautiful, beautiful casino we have here now, and a beautiful park system. And I want to thank the administration for putting a good chunk of dollars into the 2022 budget to enhance more of what we, the taxpayers, are entitled to. And I want to thank Troy Schinzel for coming back from Dallas, Texas, I believe, to come back here and be our Parks Commissioner. He's a dedicated individual, has a lot of knowledge about parks and grounds, and he's a great administrator, and I look forward to him staying here for many, many years and enhancing what we have here. And the Conservancy, I want to thank the Conservancy. It's a private group that's helped raise funds to put the murals up and renovate some of the works within the park system. It's just a win-win for the taxpayers and all the residents of Erie County, and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be part of the process, and I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll turn this over to, I think, is it Santa Claus or Kristen? Kristen, Orchard Park.
Orchard Park Recreation Department is incredibly excited to be working with the county again at Santaland. This is one of our favorite events, and we wanted to give a shout out to all of our sponsors who really helped make this event possible. WBEN Radio, Town Ford, Chestnut Ridge Conservancy, as well as Tops Markets have all played a hand to really help us pull together something magical, something that we hope everybody will really enjoy, and we're looking forward to seeing everyone this year. So thanks for having us.
Thank you, Kristen. I will also note we have the box up here, and there will be a spot. Santaland is always a Toys for Tots drop-off event, and one of the locations will be a Toys for Tots drop-off location. So we're asking everyone who comes to Santaland to please bring at least one new unwrapped toy so that it can be given to a very deserving child in this area, delivered on Christmas by the man I'm about to introduce, our friend, that jolly old elf from the North Pole, Santa Claus. So Santa, floor's yours.
Oh, thank you. Happy holidays, everybody. Thank you so much, County Executive, everybody around here. This is wonderful. And Santa has to say that this is one of the more beautiful chimneys that Santa will be climbing down this year, and Santa looks forward to it. Hopefully it won't have this much fire in it, though. And you also did a great job with the playground. Wonderful for children. Thank you so much. But Santa just wants to say, hope to see you here on Saturday from 10 to 4. Please bring your letters. Santa wants to know what the kids want. And please bring unused and unwrapped gifts, as the county executive said. So happy holidays, enjoy, please be safe, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Santa Claus. It's always one of my favorite events of the year to be here with Santa. Unfortunately, Santa and I have done sledding down the hill in years past. Can't do it this year. There will be no sledding for a while, it looks like, at Chestnut Ridge, but Santa Claus will find a way to make certain that he gets those toys delivered on Christmas Eve. So to all, I want to wish you very happy holidays, a very Merry Christmas, and please come down to enjoy Santaland and the new drive-through adventure that we have this year because of the COVID-19 protocols that we have in place, so that everyone can have a wonderful time this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Are there any questions on topic?
How much time should parents expect? I see 6 minutes there. Like if parents are bringing their families here, if they wanted to come back to the casino and hang out, is it even open, or should they really just plan on a 10-minute thing?
They should plan on a 10-minute drive, but they should plan accordingly because we're starting at Newton. If the traffic's backed up, it may take 15, 20 minutes to get through that line of traffic to the beginning of Santaland. The casino will not be open, only for the restrooms. So we will have the Grateful Grind, who's our vendor here, serving food and be able to serve food that day. But yeah, the parking in the parking lot will be structured to just allow incoming and external traffic of leaving the park for Santaland for that day. No sit-down eating in here per se. Yep. Yep. The restrooms will be open, and we'll have the partitioned off accordingly. Yep.
So it's kind of like the Erie County Fairground Festival of Lights, where you're expected to keep it moving.
Yes, 100%. Yep. So they'll enter through Newton, and they'll make their way all the way through the park out 277 to exit the park. And there'll be opportunities throughout to buy refreshments and different things while in your vehicle. Yep.
One of the reasons that we did this was for the safety of all involved. We were a little concerned about people parking and then coming into the casino, kids running around when we had a line of vehicles for basically 6 hours in a row. So we were concerned about the possibility of an individual being struck by a vehicle, and it just made sense to ensure that the rest of the park would be closed. The place will be opened if need be for bathrooms, because of course we have to have bathroom facilities available. But we don't want people congregating and running around when we have a caravan of vehicles going for hours on end. Any other questions on topic? If there are no other questions, if there are any off-topic questions, we'll take them to the side. I do appreciate everyone being here today as we return Santaland to Chestnut Ridge Park, even in these difficult times. I want to thank Joan Blum from Deaf Access Services for being here to provide the American Sign Language to those who may need it at home. And to each and all, have very Merry Christmas, and looking forward to seeing many of you this Saturday with Santa Claus, of course, and a lot of his helpers at Santaland. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, Santa Claus.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Kristen, thank you for all the work.